self-esteem was destroyed. And once it was sufficiently destroyed, the rape began. I'm not getting into the details of that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all exactly who is behind all of the dirt. Exactly what they doing. So, if you look up John Hanson, you'll find he was a dark-skinned Moor. If you look in the DC, you'll see the original Constitution. And the words are brown. They not black, they not blue, they brown. The reason they brown because it was a blood oath. It was a blood contract. The Constitution of the United States is a corporate instrument with mystic powers attached to it through sorcery that they told you not to use. Now, no matter what the fuck they was doing, at the end of the contract, July 4th, 2019, is your chance to get your shit back. When I say get your shit back, I'm talking about your motherfucking mind. Fuck this material shit. All this material shit, all this nationalism is written. This is why Morocco becomes a focus of the agenda for an indigenous person on this side of the water. King Mohammed VI, I think is his name, is the current reigning imposter of Morocco. And then you have, I don't know, the saws is so deep, there's so many of them. And since their king died, I ain't been able to keep up which crown prince was holding the power. I'm talking to them motherfuckers right now. I'm not really talking to the motherfuckers that normally watch. See, I sent a friend request to the king of Morocco, and he accepted it about a little over an hour ago. So hopefully that motherfucker watching. Because I'm going to tell the king of Morocco, you imposter, you Tony Moore, and I'm going to tell that motherfucker over there, Crown Prince Saudi Arabia, king, whatever the fuck he is this week, bring me my shit before this motherfucker melt under your feet. In the flames of hell, in the hand of the great mother, reach from under there and snatch your ass to the dismal abyss, you rotten motherfuckers. Now back to these people over here. Got to tell y'all what's going on. They got my message in case you don't think they got it. They got that message. It's over there already. They already discussing what I just said. They know who the fuck I am, but you don't. They know where the fuck I am, but you don't. They know what they got to do, but you don't. They know what you got to do, but you don't. You a hostage on your own motherfucking, in your own mind. Fuck the land. Fuck the gold. Fuck the oil. Fuck the money. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It's about this shit up here, this shit in here. That's all it's about. The melanin. Them motherfuckers got that shit. Some of them motherfuckers blue-black, but they some rotten motherfuckers. If you don't know who Tipper Tibb is, look him up. He's a blackamoor and the most notorious slave trader in the history of the world. So when these pale-skinned people tell you your people sold you out, them not your motherfucking people, but they look like it. For a person from a foreign land, they couldn't tell the difference. They came over here before Columbus. How the fuck you think Columbus knew where the fuck to go? He had a nigga, Pietro del Negro, who was a Portuguese blackamoor, a navigator, the one who read the land and the sky in order to determine which route to take. Stop falling for their bullshit. They want the Civil War. They don't care if it's a race war. The race war, it don't matter what kind of civil war it is. The resolution to the war is the same. Another contract. Fuck their contract, turn the toilet paper and wipe their ass with that shit. The contracts and the blood oaths is what got you in this shit. So the blood oath is the way out. Now, who in the fuck is Chauvin? Well, if you look up chauvinism and you know what a male chauvinist pig is, now you're on the right trail. Because when you follow him back to France, the Francos invasion by the Blackamoors when they were the conquistadors of Spain. The conquering two doors in English is what that says. Conquistador is the two doors who conquers. And what do they use? Your nature. They're not going to use nothing that's not natural to you to oppress you. If you don't know what that means, you're going to use your emotions first. Because when you're in an emotional state, you stop thinking. Period. You think you're thinking, but you're not thinking no more. You all wired up. You got your strategy, but you ain't got no end game. You all pumped up to go protest, rebel, insurrection, and all that shit, but you don't got no game plan. You don't got nobody in no positions of power with no game plan. All of these so-called black leaders throw bottles at them niggas because they what you call corrallers. They slave traders and slave catchers. They police. Now, the word police is a two-part word. It's pole and ice. The ice pole is the North Pole. It's an Iceman inheritance on psychology. If you don't know what that is, it's a whole entire book dedicated to the Iceman inheritance. And then there's a part in there that's dedicated to his psychological development in the Iceman condition. There's another book called African Presence in Early Asia. And I think it was Richard King Richard King wrote the one on the albinism. Look, that was not a Caucasian, a European in the traditional sense of the word. He was a mulatto. He was a tawny Moor. I'm going to say that a couple more times. The dude that killed that nigga, they was brothers in a sense that they was here for the same agenda. The ones who they represent, the one with the knee on his neck, who lose the life, he got to breathe out the breath of life in a ceremonial purpose. Why is there a knee on his neck? It's not just a knee on his neck. What y'all never notice is the left hand in the pocket. That's the concealing of the mother line in Masonic lingo. He just told them, I'm going to put my left knee on this nigga neck to kill the mother line. That's the matriarchal return they trying to stop. Y'all can keep falling for the okie doke. That's cool with me. I'm good with it. I'm going to sit here and watch this shitstorm play out and just hope you motherfuckers ain't dumb enough to sign another contract, get another driver's license, or go get any of their contracts that tie you back in, because what you do is resurrect a dead contract when you do that. Look up contract resurrected, and you'll know what I'm talking about. If a contract is expired and one of the parties, normally the one who is what they call the sign-on, the one that signed on is called the signee of the contract. He's not the one that the initiator of the contract. He's the controller of the contract. The controller presents the contract to the signee, and the signee signs it. So now the contract is up. They just here trying to trick you in the Civil War so they can come back in and solve the problem with another fucking contract, right? The police has never in the history of policemen been what they told you they was. That's not their fucking job. It don't got nothing to do with serving, protecting you. Their job is to serve and to protect, but not people. Systems. Systems of control and dominance. And so if y'all don't see that, there's nobody that can help you see it. Your emotions is their steering wheel, especially the women. Why? Women get emotional faster than men. Women get emotional faster than men because they're more powerful in that regard. They're easier to stir. But when they get stirred up and they have this rogue ass idea, wrong as fuck in their head, tied to that emotion, they gonna run with that shit off a cliff like all of the buffalo. So they play on the emotions of the women. Fuck that shit. Don't fall for it. But many of y'all gonna fall for it anyway. Even if you hear me tell you don't fall for it, you're gonna be angry. You're gonna be up in arms and screaming for vengeance, never knowing that all you had to do was fall back and they have to go. Fall back and the imposter has to leave. But y'all don't get that part. I told y'all months and months ago, I say if y'all stay out the way, the ones they call white people gonna fight this motherfucking shit for you because they sick of this shit too and they know who behind it. You don't have to know who behind it. I'm telling you who behind it. The contract is the Constitution of the United States of America. That's not us. We are the Iroquois Confederation of Nations. Who you think they was fighting when it was the British against the Confederate Army? Who in the fuck is the Confederates? Where's their Constitution? It's called the Iroquois Constitution of the Confederated Nations. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you already lost the game. You need to get the fuck out the street quick because you really don't know what's going on. Now, the Iroquois Constitution is our shit. That's us. The United States Constitution is corporate. It's part of the treaty agreement. It's Halliburton being called into Afghanistan to clean that shit up after the fact. But all they doing is sucking the oil money out, so you shut the oil down. Now they can't make no money. Now they can't make no money off oil. Now what else they want me to shut down? What shut down next? Ain't no mining going on right now. Ain't no mining going on. Digging for what? Stop raping the earth. If we stop them motherfuckers from raping the earth, they'll stop raping the babies and the women. But you ain't getting that part. They raping you mentally right now with this fake ass motherfucking stage show. I'm not saying he didn't die, but it's a possibility he didn't. Because if you really look at it and examine the picture a little closer, I'm not going to get into that. Homeland Security is called ICE. Homeland Security is called ICE. When you're looking at those pictures, it is convenient that only ICE is visible where the plate says police. It's conveniently visible that his left hand is in his pocket to conceal the motherline or kill the motherline. It's convenient that his left knee, Ahab, got chopped off at the knee. It's on this dude's neck. Y'all don't see none of this shit. But I'm delusional because I'm going to keep fighting these motherfuckers on a higher level than you can visually see, a deeper level than you can physically feel, on a stronger level than you can ever muster. I'm going to meet these motherfuckers on the level that's going to terrify their souls. I'm meeting them with a bag of fucking bones. Understand me? With a fucking chicken flapping around with no head in my left hand. And a big ass motherfucking machete in my right. The Baron has come back. And these motherfuckers really don't want JD's revenge to take place. JD Walker is for no motherfucking games. And they already know this. Now, they out here, they got y'all in the street because their blood supply ran dry. You see? The ones that look like this, that drink that shit, they get darker. They absorb more UV rays. Their intelligence increase exponentially every time they drink that shit. They absorb the memories of the family line that they just drunk the blood from. So now they know who every fucking body is, and you don't know shit. They don't need no computers. They don't need no cell phones. They don't need none of that shit. They can use a pencil and they can use a stick in the sand. Look at the stars. Look at the position of the stars in relation to the earth. Monitor the season. Know the zodiac sign that it's under and tell you who every motherfucker is. And y'all think that shit is some made up shit. A motherfucker can't tell. That tarot shit ain't, These motherfuckers is tap dancing all around your ass. That's what they doing. They tap dancing all around you. You being led to the slaughter. You're not watching the long game. You watch the short game. I watched the protracted struggle. The whole drawn out equation is a protracted struggle. You only focus on the now and the instant event. You forgot, you got amnesia of history and you blinded to the future. That means you are not connected to your ancestors and you have no ambitions for your seed. I mean, shit. Some of y'all want to leave. Bye. Some of y'all just want to make this shit where everybody can have a piece of the fucking pie wherever they at on this motherfucker. They don't care who. Long as you do you, enjoy your life, and you get your piece of the pie, stay out my way, we good. You know? But y'all not getting it. It's a trick. A grand deception. This is the great work to unravel this grand deception. Holy shit, this shit was big. And none of you niggas don't know what the fuck going on, but a handful of motherfuckers that's sworn that if they say something, their whole fucking bloodline will be erased from the planet. And y'all motherfuckers call motherfuckers all kind of shit that's playing a role to support and help you, but you crossing them out thinking they the enemy, but the enemy is the one putting you up to it. Behind this shit is George Soros. What's the significance of George Soros? Is a continuation of something called the Garden Plot. You read about the Garden Plot when you read about the Iran-Contra. If you don't keep track of what they're doing, then you can't keep track of what's been done. And if you don't know what's been done, you don't know what they're doing in real time. This shit is simple. The Civil War don't got nothing to do with nobody look like us. It's between Tawny Moors and Blackamoors because the Tawny Moors found out that the Blackamoors was the ones who had them in servitude over here as indentures. They got y'all thinking that it was us in slavery. We became oppressed because we wanted to get some other motherfuckers free, so we crawled under the bus with them. I wasn't here. I wouldn't have never let that shit happen. I would never let nobody crawl under the bus with some oppressed motherfuckers. Flip that goddamn bus over is what I'd have told them. If you want the bus off of them, flip the bitch over. Don't crawl under it with them. Don't go legislating. Look, don't go legislating the comforts of your oppression. The entire Black Caucus is a manufactured Blackamoor scheme to make you think you got a voice. You ain't got no goddamn voice up there in D.C. The last motherfucking place to fall is D.C. Olympus is fucking falling is what they're going to be screaming. Because this is Ragnarok, motherfucker. This is the Great Awakening. This when I put my sister Lilith back in power. That fucking beginning of the Ragnarok, watch Lilith come and smash Thor's hammer. Thor gotta go. He don't belong here. Y'all don't get this shit. It's a trick. It's a grand deception. It's not small. It's been years in the making. But they only know how to do one thing. And this is how you catch them every time. Run you in a circle. They got you on a fucking hamster wheel. It's a Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, I'll solve it. Fuck them motherfuckers. We solve our own problems. We don't need no outsiders. Y'all relying on outsiders to resolve this matter, and they gonna put you back in bondage. The Civil War is the prelude to the next contract. The contract is up right now. That's why niggas waking up. The contract is up, so niggas waking up. We becoming aware of the bullshit. We are starting to see through the lines and the cracks that they left in the game that we can't see when the blood rites is being performed. Too many blood rites keep you asleep. Why you think we went along with the quarantine? Because under the quarantine, we can stop these motherfuckers from spilling the baby blood long enough for you to see through the fog. under the motherfucking quarantine, we can stop the rape campaign long enough for you to see through the fog. We only need